Hello and good morning. We're back from the Dark and Assassin's Creed Valhalla-less abyss that is the workday. It is Wednesday, if I don't misremember. And yes, we are still where we left in the bushes,
This area is off limits.
hiding from all these attackers and trying to find the Reeve of London. We've pretty much depopulated the garrison, as you can see. So what we wanted to do now is walk up and get inside there. So let us do that, I guess. Hello, donkey. That was fun. Our little donkey friend came in to say hi. Ooh, sorry, can't leave loot behind. Leave no loot behind! So I hope we have the right key now. I mean, we've killed pretty much everyone. Anything useful here? Oh, we might have to be a little careful here. Alright. We went inside, that's
Thick
good.
walls and thicker guards. A place to keep a valuable man.
Alright. Let's climb up to the tower where we have a bit of a view. And maybe don't get surprised as easily. Alright. That should be good. So I hope you had a good work day. Oh, that's the people we shot, right. I was just like, why are there already dead people? I didn't even go in, and then I shot those two at a distance. And that's why they're trapped as well, because we have this automatic trap making thing. Alright, so there seems to be someone more downstairs, but I guess we need to get through the main room to get there. Still feels bad to help Alfred here, because, yeah, I don't know if he's the lesser evil. He's just, you know, like, I say that often, that Assassin's Creed has a certain style, and that helps you kind of make certain decisions. Because, like, or helps you anticipate certain plot twists. Because, you know, for example, sometimes from the character design you can tell this is supposed to be a good guy or a bad guy. And Alfred is very much in the image of an Assassin's Creed bad guy. So I don't think he will turn out to be a good guy. He might not be, you know, our main bad guy, although for a king, you know, it kind of seems weird that there would be someone better than them. Kind of just because they have so much power. Oh, I can't actually shoot at you from in here. Ah. But maybe from up here. I guess. Oh, okay. I guess we'll just waltz in and hope we shoot fast enough. Alright. That seems to have worked. And that book of knowledge is below us. Interesting. Oh, what's this?
Reeve Selwyn ordered executions for petty theft and mudslinging. A husband and wife to be carried out soon.
Okay, I guess that's the people we freed? Interesting. So I guess we're following the whole enemy of my enemy thing then? Yeah, a barred door, but we just opened the other side. So we just have to find out how to get out there. And I guess down there is where we can hopefully free the other guy.
Evidence against the Order of Ancients, stolen from Goodwin?
I've arranged to meet Harold at the tavern under the cover of darkness. He was terrified when I approached him in the open, eyes darting left and right as if he thought the very walls were watching us. Harold did not come. I waited for more than an hour, and when I went to his home near the Minster, the place was torn apart, his belongings gone. 4 others came forward with information on the gallows' identity, and all 4 have met a horrible end. 2 were hanged in the square on petty charges. 1 was found dead, allegedly after a drunken brawl. Another has fled. The 2 who were hanged. The gallows must be another Reeve. I am sure of it. Only we have the power to judge the people of Wincestre. He, the gallows, is a public figure. He outwardly opposes Alfred's reforms. I do not dare write my suspicions here. The research continues for many more pages. Huh. It says he outwardly opposes Alfred's reforms. Oh, wait. That's the door I meant to open, so where does this one go? Oh, just the other side. Huh. Alright. But you know, if Alfred feel safe enough to come here. Especially incognito, then the question is... You know, it really feels... Trust your Assassin's Creed intuition and don't drink any poisoned ale. Hey, it was the once. Well, I also drank that potion that Loki gave me, but you know what I mean. It's not as if I constantly do it. Anyway, I'm wondering, you know, if it's maybe... If it's all a show? If, you know, Alfred is basically commanding the local reeves to be oppressive, while at the same time having sent, you know, their opponents to make it look, you know, to kind of say, hey, so like he's telling the local reeves, you know, be oppressive, and then the order sends the order to say, hey, Alfred's things aren't good, and then sends other peoples as his revolutionaries, so that people will think, you know, well, if the bad guys are against Alfred's reforms, then maybe the reforms are good, kind of, you know, like he's doing a show to make people support what he does. That looks comfortable. I mean, kinky for my tastes, but, you know. Okay. Mission objective guy is in here. And what's in there? Nothing. Okay. That's interesting. And there's nothing really here. Okay. Alright. It's interesting that they left the door open here. I guess probably for the NPC.
These are strange times.
That would...
King Alfred sent me, pleading from his bended knee to find someone.
I know Alfred well enough to spot a bloody lie when I hear it. If he did send you, he was standing tall and proud.
That he was, and you are the man I've come to find, Goodwin. Do you know why?
If I had one guess, to find these heretics from the Order of Ancients and bury them so deep, even God would need a shovel.
So where do we start digging?
My research should help us. If they haven't burned it already, it'll be somewhere nearby.
I have your papers here, taken from the captain of this keep.
A marvel. History will name you the Protector of Wincestre. A pricking irony.
And not lost on me. Now let's go, before they discover their eel has slipped the hook.
Let's regroup beyond the walls.
I think that was a sound sample intended for a full-on raid and not a stealth match. Okay, so we'll probably meet some guests. Or did I manage... You know, that's one of those weird little... Why do they suddenly do physics when you loot them? It looks ridiculous. Oh, come on. Seriously? It really feels like towards the end of the game, They ran out of testing time. Huh. All right, we're getting there. QA is slipping. Quick, is there any QA present? Yes, exactly. Make way! I'm a QA engineer! Ta-da! Oh. Something like that would be kind of what would be useful here. But I think it's a little too late for a QA engineer now. Well, I mean, you know what I mean. It'll be interesting to see whether there will be patching. Just sent my last few streams as bug reported attachment. Ideally not as a link, but as a you know, just as a full-on movie attachment, so their system has something to work with. All right. Jeez. But all right, we just got past the mission objective, so hopefully the save point will be nearby. We'll just have to run outside again and hopefully it will work. Although I'm a little, you know, like, usually it took us an hour or so of gameplay to crash, so that it's now crashing earlier. And I'm also, you know, like, so far I've always been lucky with regards that my graphics card setup is from the same manufacturer as a PlayStation's. So usually a lot of the work, at least that was my theory, I mean, I don't know really. So my theory was that the PlayStation work that they did to make it run on there, which, you know, is much more predictable hardware, also paid off for me, because like any bugs they fixed there were bugs that could occur and that were specific to PlayStation would actually be you know, I would be benefiting of those bug fixes as well. Those would be bugs that wouldn't occur for me. So I kind of got the QA for 2 platforms instead of just one. So I'm now wondering, you know, oh, bloody hell. Okay. So it actually didn't save yet. Well, maybe we can find the guy we seem to have missed. Ah, there you are. Why is there a kid? Oh, did we forget to free someone? Whoops. Okay. We freed these people already. Interesting. I hope it didn't lose even more game state. You're not even trying to get free? Nope, okay. Oh, I guess you were the guy who had dialogue. I guess they just respawned them in their starting location, which happened to be a closed cage. Anyway. So let's go there again and get our ability again, and maybe we should do a quick save. Oh. I'm pretty sure we destroyed that one as well. I swear if you're following me and screwing up my stealth. Alright, so now we need to go in here again. Oh, and I can probably... Oops, where did the other guy go? Oh, okay. There you are.
Thick walls and thicker guards. A place to keep a valuable man.
All right. So let's just do all of that again. I'm kind of wondering whether I should be trying to do things differently given we had a crash. You know, whether that was us doing that part of the mission early. Alright, I wasn't as good as I was originally.
Reeve Selwyn ordered executions for petty theft and mudslinging. A husband and wife to be carried out soon.
Who was that? Someone said, So I'm assuming, by the way, that petty theft and mudslinging it's as if we can hear the prisoner downstairs. Anyway. So I'm assuming, by the way, that back then doing things like this was exaggerated, like punishing people for crimes.
Evidence against the Order of Ancients, stolen from Goodwin?
So yeah, makes the music really interesting. Yeah, because I don't really know, you know, like it's sometimes the measurement of certain crimes changes depending on. Yeah, I think it's him because he's about at the right position. But anyway, so sometimes crimes become more urgent. Like if you remember, stealing a horse in most Wild West movies, at least, was a crime you could get hanged for. For the simple reason that kind of a horse was like the only way for people to stay alive. Basically, you needed to be able to get from A to B because people were so far apart from each other. and nobody could do their work otherwise, or go from their home into town to trade with others or buy food or whatever. So it's not always proportionate when it comes to games, when it comes to past legal systems, like certain crimes in a certain context or a certain time are actually worse. So like stealing horses is just theft today. But back then, it was basically dooming someone to die.
A Dane in Wincestre. These are strange times.
King Alfred sent me, pleading from his bended knee to find someone.
I know Alfred well enough to spot a bloody lie when I hear it. If he did send you, he was standing tall and proud.
That he was, and you are the man I've come to find, Goodwin. Do you know why?
If I had one guess, to find these heretics from the Order of Ancients, and bury them so deep, even God would need a shovel.
So where do we start digging?
My research should help us. If they haven't burned it already, it'll be somewhere nearby.
I have your papers here, taken from the captain of this keep.
A marvel. History will name you the Protector of Wincestre. A pricking irony.
And not lost on me. Now let's go, before they discover their eel has slipped the hook.
It really didn't feel good to turn my back to him. Alright, did we forget anyone? Ah, there is one lonely guard. Whoops. Alright. Let's try this again. Who are you fighting? Alright. Let's quick save here before it can crash. He's standing next to someone else.
I am grateful for your help.
It's a brazen move to arrest Alfred's favored reeve.
This so-called order are nothing but defiled shit peddlers.
Shit peddlers who have wormed their way into every crevasse of your country. They're dangerous.
I didn't catch your name, did I?
Eivor of the Raven Clan. Scourge of Mercia, if that name doesn't rattle some recognition.
Well, Eivor, when our three heretics smolder on a heap of ash, we'll down a cup of ale together and share our distaste of Mercians like old friends.
Alfred believes at least one is dead. Your Bishop Aelfirth was the Sikhs.
Bugger. Half of Wincestre is in mourning for that nun-groper.
So they always have such charming insults in this game. It's not as you know, as catchy of a quote as Malaka, but still.
I found this nailed on a door. The quill wields words like a knife.
A disputation of tutelage. Pretty chatter with poisoned intent. I will look into this more.
The gallows? What do you know of him?
Must be another reeve, I'm sure of it. Only we have the power to mete out justice, and this one would walk with cocksure righteousness.
Is Selwyn a name you know? He seems to have judged and executed many for little more than stealing ale and bread.
Of course. That hedge pig has brought down laws like a hammer on Winchester, executing sinners on spurious charges in the square.
Could it be another?
He's the man. He's the only one who fits. End his terror, Eivor.
All right. I mean, I do admit to being confused because if you remember, you know, like it's really seems like Alfred is playing. Like, if Alfred is somehow related to the Order, then why is he sending us to eliminate the other Order members? Like, does that give him more power? Does he want to do something with the rest of the Order? Or so let's see, we've got the Sikhs, the Quill, and Selwyn. The Gallows performs executions in the town square of Wincestre. Of course, if we kill one of the Reeves of Winchester, you know, that would probably give Alfred the reason, you know, he needs to say, hey, look at those dangerous Danes. They just come into our town and kill the rulers. Not that we haven't done that in other places as well. We still haven't found the oil. Oh, but he's in Hamptonshire. Right. So that's somewhere nearby. So I think what I'm going to do is... Henge Farm, here. I think we should go there. And then we'll finish the story. Just because it's nearby. Oh, but we also have a nearby third synchronization point. So let's take care of that one first.
Taking his servant in so terrible a fire.
Bishop Aelfirth was no man of God.
Hush! Selwyn has hanged men for better thoughts.
Oh, so they said Selwyn has hung someone. I didn't catch that name. I mean, that would make sense. Oh, what's this? Letter to a girl. My wildflower, Winchester. You can hardly imagine the hustle and bustle. All manner of people live here, their thoughts and accents strange. Some from so far to the north, I think they still have snow on their heads. A different world to our tiny hamlet for sure, but a new and exciting one. My new employment goes well. Soon I shall have the coin to send for you. I know you're afraid, but there's nothing to fear from the city. There's nothing to fear from anything, as long as we are together. Hold faith, my love. We will be together again. Your honeybee. Alright. So how do I... this is how I get up there. Alright. Do your climby thing. Come on. I know you can. Alright. Synchronize. Hi, dump truck. All right. Let's see. There are some ingots and with that platinum. Is there a good spot? Oh, okay. Ooh. Just thought I'd done a mistake again. Alright, so we've unlocked the fast travel points here. Maybe we can go for that one next. And maybe we can go past this mystery. I wonder if they'll attack me. Yeah, they seem to have seen me at least. Now we will finally go faster. All right. Let's see what these people are about. Ah, flighting. Yes, please.
How must it feel not to carry the weight of years?
I am not a child.
Yet I see in you a child's blissful ignorance of the world's darkest truths. A fool.
You gathered all this from a glance.
In this way, I am wise. Perhaps you will learn better through flighting. I will challenge you.
I accept, and I'll place a wager on it.
That's not one of the better introductions to flighting. I think most of them were good, but there's like one or two, and this is one where, you know, like it feels a bit absurd, like their chain of argumentation.
Here's my bet. You may begin.
You are savage, uncouth, and care little for life. Like the rest of your kind, you breed misery and strife. Both your hands bear the blood of 1,000 dead men.
Well, perhaps I should have known not to challenge me then.
A crude response. I am dismayed.
Yeah, the rhythm wasn't quite on.
It's a shame you're so calloused by warfare and pain. That you'll joke about death and treat life with disdain. Is it worth it? The killing, the torture, the slaves.
It is not mine to judge, only fill up the graves.
That was fine. Yes.
Guessing they will attack us.
Things that you'll just never see. That this war will not grant immortality. You have one life to live, so why throw it away?
To ensure that I'll sit in Valhalla one day.
Enough! I've heard more than my fill of your cruelty. Take your winnings. May spending them bring you fleeting joy.
I promise it will.
Oh. They actually didn't attack me. I would have sworn that, you know, those three were kind of like, okay, that's an evil Dane now, please. We'd better get rid of her. It's interesting that the flighting is outside town here. Usually it was inside the cities. So I wonder, you know, if they moved important stuff you need for completion out of Wincestre, because we'll do something to get us locked out of there.
Do it for Evelyn.
You pace about like a dog afraid of a beating. What troubles you?
Oh, stranger. Here's a tale. I love Evelyn, a hunter's daughter. But the hunter's a fearsome fellow. Set me a task, he did. There's an arrow stuck in that tree above that the hunter once fired there. Before any man can have Evelyn, they need to climb up and get it. Many suitors have tried. All failed.
Looks like child's play to me. Maybe I can help.
Oh, you do mean to help me. God bless you.
Oh, so up there. Whoops. Sorry. I'm glad he has plot armor, because I accidentally hit that button. Oh, maybe do a quick save, just in case I fat finger another thing. Alright. So the question is, do we get to marry Evelyn?
A lynx. And he does not like visitors.
Oh. Rude. Yep. Nah. I don't do arrows. Ooh, titanium. Wait, how much do we have now? 17. Okay, that's already fully upgraded, but this one we can upgrade then for 11, and that means we have 6 left. Good. And we need 19, so that means 13 more. Good, but we're close to fully upgraded gear. And yes, except for the House Carl's axe here, that is all the original Raven Clan armor from the beginning of the game. Lol. That was a bit funny. Oh, what's this?
This one has a letter. Perhaps it will shed some light on this strange affair.
Oscar, my love, do not be angry. Yes, there were others before you, but Hengist and Siegbert mean nothing to me now. When it came to my father's challenge, both swore they would attempt it, and neither returned. I can only assume they fled in shame. How hard is it to climb a cliff? I beg you, do not leave like they did. Else Kenrick will be the only unmarried man left in the village. Do not do that to me. Oh God. So he's basically won by surviving long enough and being smart enough to wait and not being killed. And so now her father will, instead of having the best candidate, will just have the last one, probably the most cowardly one. Oh, and there's a cairn over there, okay. It was a little weird that they just did the normal pick up arrow thing and didn't add a quest item for that, so I actually had to get rid of one of my arrows to give her that
I
one.
have the arrow, proof of your boundless courage.
Oh, thank you, stranger.
Yeah, he's
I'll
Kenrick.
name our firstborn in your honor. Swear I will. What is your name?
Eivor.
Eivor, eh? Huh. Well, maybe just something that rhymes with it then. Would that do?
I found the other suitors. A lynx had made its lair up there. A hunter like Ethelin's father would have known that.
Surely an innocent mistake. But I must bring him the arrow. He'll be so pleased someone's got it at last.
I found a letter from Ethelind. Seems she didn't think much of you. You were far from her first choice.
Oh, I know. She's made no secret of that. But now they're dead, and I'm not. So, tra-la-la!
I'm sure her father would be thrilled.
I think I made a mistake. Poor Ethelind. Because she probably had to marry back then. Just because that was how you stayed alive as a woman in those times, because you weren't allowed to do much.
You are quite good at this, these Karens. Better than me, that I admit.
Yes.
This one is your masterpiece. A monument to the gods. Now bask in their glory and receive their honor.
The gods rarely have honor.
Well...
They never live in peace. They hardly bat an eye at jealousy, rage, and madness.
Yes, yes. They are perfect.
That's an interesting thing to learn about Sigurd. That he thinks they're perfect when Eivor thinks badly of that. I don't think. Nah, I don't have the nerve to do that today. Because I need to get them placed upright. I wonder if I should follow him. See where Ethelind's... Wait, can I mark him?
I need your eyes, my friend.
Yes, I can. So I can actually grab some materials while I keep an eye on him. And maybe we can hear the end of the story down there. Oh, but if he doesn't go to that house, then that might take a while. Let's see, where are we? Where is he heading? He's heading down that path somewhere. I don't know if I'm that eager to find out where he's going to follow him. Let's see, maybe he turns on the path. And it goes here. Is that where the flighters were? Oh, and you just unmarked yourself? Cheeky bugger.
Be my eyes soon.
Alright, let's see if he turns the corner, and if not... Ah, okay, he does seem to turn back. Okay, good. So then we can wait for him and find out what he's doing. And how that reacts. Seems kind of weird. And he took this with quite some equanimity. That he just went, oh well, now they're dead. And not like, oh god, that could have happened to me. But I guess, and you know, like my father-in-law would send people to their death rather than have them marry his woman, his daughter. You know, that seems like, why would you want to marry into a family like that? Okay, I guess he's doing nothing here. Are you a hunter? Oh, that was disappointing. Hello, Ethelland? I may have made a slight mistake. Hello? Nobody home, it seems. Well, and I guess we'll just be leaving. Alright. That was anticlimactic. Alright, we wanted to find Henge Farm, actually. So that's actually fairly nearby. Alright. Whoops. Oh. Oops. I may have accidentally run over someone.
Survey the area, Sunan.
Is this Henge Farm? Yes. For the Eyes of Bega, I have hidden the firing oils for the summer solstice celebration inside my chicken coop. We used the oil at church and had it stored near the altar for many moons, and the children nearly burned the entire diocese down. A ghastly oversight. Let the devils find their mischief elsewhere. Use swine's worth of Chertsey. Okay. Oh, pal. We're just such a thieving magpie, aren't we? Okay, what is the actual thing? It says inventory. No, order. The oil. Festival near the Henge farm in the hills south of Stonehenge. Okay. I think we might have... Oh, we still need Dive of the Valkyries level 2. We missed that somewhere. So let's see, map. South. That's Wincestre. South, yeah. Where's there a festival? I guess we could just randomly go... Oh, that's north? Oh wait, but that's Stonehenge. Never been there in real life, so I guess we should try to make our way there. Just to see what it is. Oh, it's another Clonfirth thing?
This is a different sight. One resplendent in a manner unto itself, where his light shines greatest. Today, I was warned of a harrowing depth. After the Nephilim, great battles were fought in resurrective kingdoms of Christ. Many were lost in the fight. Many more in the cataclysm that followed. Today, my lord instructed me in plain words to travel o'er the ocean and seek the door behind which hides his fallen angel. I shall try. In his name, amen.
Oh, so that's how he decided to get to America. Sorry. Yes, I know that I should Odinside here, but I also think I should probably get the horse out of here. Okay, so oh, that looks promising. Come on. I've got the shape, it just won't trigger. Bloody hell. Here, I've got it perfectly. Can I do that with all of them? No. Okay, this one doesn't even make noises. So whoever implemented this, I know it's not easy, but finally.
Such odd energies, lying here unseen.
Oh well. I wonder if there's supposed to be another indicator for this, or what. So let's just grab the synchronization point and then head back and try to find the feast or celebration or whatever south of Henge Farm. Sounds a bit like it's just supposed to be Wincestre.
The other side must be barred.
Yep, it is barred. Okay, there's a tree over there that looks like it might provide a way across. Or maybe not, actually. They're too far from each other. But I think I saw a cave entrance. Seriously. Oops. Almost got killed there because I thought I already had the bear. Alright, wasn't there here. 42 meters over there. Oh. Ah. So is it still supposed to be blocked? Now we can go through, right? Alright. Whoops. What was that? Oh, that's just rocks I can carry. Ooh. Platinum, titanium, sorry. Why do I keep calling it platinum? I guess it's a similarly... These are huge snakes. Okay. I guess that's just supposed to be the source of this river and not an entrance. Okay. They just did a slight bit of asset reuse. Why do they make Dusty Scroll? I have committed to maintaining the hill figure using flour and chalk of the Dover Cliffs. This act is one in which I commit myself to the great work of the Britannic fathers and mothers who placed it here to remind us of the gods' work. I water the grounds at night so the earth around it is properly nourished. And during the day I sweep and weed out any vermin. None shall know my true name, but let the dark horses ride with me. Beyondsby. Right. They did something with a figure. Maybe that was the statue outside. Not quite sure what he meant about dark horses. But alright. Seriously? This is how we get out, yes. Alright. At least they're giving us a few nice things here. Lots of arrows, I guess, in case we fought the bear outside or whatever. Alright. Or we can get out by jumping down there. But I think we saw a Roman statue somewhere coming in, right? Or maybe that was down in the tunnels? Alright. So, let's see, where is Henge Farm? So we should really be able to go, so somewhere south. Oh, so Henge Farm is south of Stonehenge, and the festival is somewhere near it. So maybe in Uffentune? Merdin's Cave. Merdin is Merlin. Alright, so I guess we'll go investigate here further. But oh, sorry, I didn't see that message. In Half-Life Alyx was a scene where you had to align some scraps like that, but in VR it's even more fiddly, and you end up standing on a broken bicycle in a corner of a trash pile or so. Okay. Okay, I'll be right back, have some clips, and then we'll search a little more. Alright, there we are back. And, whoops, I didn't want to do that. And I think we'll just go a little bit further to this Egbert stone because we're nearby. Is that the right direction? No, it's... Oh yes, it is. Okay, Merdin's Cave and Egbert's Stone are both in that general direction. So here, this is the thing. I've seen Stargate So I know that Myrdin is another word for Merlin. And since, you know, all the characters of fairy tales and things in stories and games like this must be, not even are supposed to be, but must be. I don't want to pick a fight with bears. So since they must be Isu or whatever, I guess bear picked a fight with me. Anyone else? You want some? Oh. Didn't get any feathers, but at least I got leather. Okay, 100-meter down is apparently a cave entrance, which seems like might be the right place to get into Myrdin's cave. Yep. Oh, that water seems to be very green. That might be an indication of a quite poisoned cave. Alright. Oh. Oh, this might be one of those, is it one of those wonders of England? Maybe not, I don't know. But we might be spending a while going around in here.
Polished stone and strange markings. What is this place? Closed. But I feel a draft from somewhere. Another passage.
Ooh. So I just remember a while ago I ignored one of those caves. That looks like some rather big snakes or something, skeleton. I'm not sure we want to go down there. Okay, let's just continue on the suggested path here. I've been going after side quests long enough, or after, not side quests, but you know, on the unmarked paths. I wonder if I don't use the torch. Oh, it's actually... Don't know if it's as good for you to see on stream. I hope you can still see things. For me here, it's actually a lot more evenly lit and brighter. But I think the stream is a little darker. So let me know if it's just a completely dark wash, then we'll avoid it. There's a lot more ISO architecture here. In the ceiling even. Goodness gracious. Oh, is this where I'm supposed to leap of faith? Or is there... Well, I guess we'll try it. Alright. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to find here. Oh. Maybe you can swim through here to somewhere? No. Doesn't really look like there is anything. Let's go up again for a second. To get some air. That doesn't seem like an entrance. Let's go back down. Let's see if there's anything anywhere. So we already swam through here, I think. Ah, this one looks... No, I don't want to Raven, I just want to Odin's side. That looks... That looks promising. I hope we get a fast travel point here. If we ever have to return and can't do this right now. I guess that way. Anything over here? I wonder what we haven't really had is in Odyssey you had, you know, like the labyrinth of the Minotaur and things like that. We haven't really had any supernatural boss battles yet. Which is actually interesting. Like, in general, this game feels like it's more about supernatural, but the enemies we've faced so far have all been, you know, for, you know, the exaggerated portrayal of characters in this game. Like, Eivor is in such top form, and you know, that's just, you know, just chalk it all down to compressed time in computer games. But apart from, you know, that, we really haven't seen many supernatural enemies in Valhalla yet. Of course, they could be saving that. Well, I guess we have seen them a bit in Asgard and Jotunheim, but you know, you could say that's a vision, Eivor's interpretation of modern technology, that kind of thing. I guess we cannot read this, but it's a pretty writing system. I'm not sure it's... Is it? Oh no, it actually... Yeah. It is what is written on this stone. But we can't read it yet. Okay. I wonder...
Gods, this is immense.
This reminds me a bit of one of the wells. Okay, I guess they want us to slide down here. Oh no, we can actually just walk. Okay. I was kind of hoping for... Okay, I guess they'll slide us with a little cutscene, or at least the slippy slidey animation that you usually get. Just in case I'm overestimating how far Eivor can jump. Oh, nope. I overestimated how far Eivor can jump. Oops. Oopsie. You say it's gray, but you're on mobile and you like details anyway. Okay, so let's hope it's okay. Ah, let's see, here is a sort of broken bridge. That might make it, yeah, that might make it less distance. Okay, that's how we're supposed to get across here. Ugh. Oh, you hear the whispering? Maybe that's the Nornir?
Stone pillars with holes at their base.
Read. Inscription in stone. At the cavern in which you find yourself, see before you these 12 pillars, 12 seats for Britain's riches, and the sword of the ancient ones, called Caledfwch, defender of this isle. Let one who undertakes to seek these gifts and love this land bear this sacred weapon. Arthur Pendragon. Oh goodness, we found Excalibur. Yep. So my guess is... Oh, the tablets, the strange tablets we found go in here. Okay. let's see how many we have.
This hole requires a key of some kind, or a seal.
Okay, so we'll be collecting more tablets, it seems. So this is why nobody else could remove it from the stone but Arthur. Arthur figured out which button to push. Oh, there's already one in there.
Someone placed a seal here. How long ago, I wonder?
So I wonder if those are like symbols of the Knights of the Round Table or something? We're pretty close, like we're missing one so far. And one we got for free. Would be funny if we missed exactly one. I mean, we did all the states, so maybe the last one is in Wincestre somewhere. Maybe they've story locked it. By putting it in a room we're not able to get to. No, okay, we're missing a second one and a third one. And a fourth one, okay. I guess as we can't pull it yet. Yep.
An ancient weapon, locked in place.
It's interesting, it looks like there could be more of these in here. Oh, there seems to be fire. My guess is that that fire back there is probably a terminal. So we're probably finding, I don't know, talking to Alethea here or something.
What is this? A cold fire. It throws no heat.
If you're telling me that there is another territory here.
From one place to another.
Oh, okay. What just happened? Oh, did we find the exit? Oh, so that's probably the shortcut we need. And that looks suspiciously like one of the teleporters in Asgard or... Ah, now we've partially opened that door. So that means next time we don't have to do the entire cave trip anymore. Alright, this will be interesting. Once we have all the tablets. It's always interesting, you know, like in... Particularly Ubisoft games, by the way, are known for having lots of collectibles, in particular towers to unlock, which are the synchronization point here. Hi. Great, I can just hold Q and you basically do the battle alone. Hold Q to win. It's almost like Overwatch. Alright, where was I? Yeah, so, like, Ubisoft is known for having all these points that you have to unlock and whatever, so it's not too surprising. But, it would be kind of nice, you know, if those were more optional, so that you can go, hey, I'll go across all the different places again and collect some things, and, you know, thereby revisit places from the game, and, you know, get some extra deeper lore and things like that. But here it still seems a lot like, okay, you have to do all these or you can't actually finish the story. I don't know, maybe the Myrddin stuff is, you know, I mean, we have the thing where the Order story and Eivor's personal story is probably, it was like that in Odyssey, separate. So to a degree, at least, you know, like there is just finding out, you know, what's the matter with you yourself, and there is the spot where you say, okay, what am I, you know, how do I get my revenge? And, you know, maybe make the world safe again from the Order or something like that, to have a ulterior motive. Well, another puzzle, I hope. Or maybe they'll just have... of course it's defeat the enemy. Whoops. I need to dodge more, and ooh, this effect seems to not make my graphics card too happy. I like that they sound so cute and Norwegian. I like the Flyer Garrix better when they were puzzles, not just hallucinated enemies. Alright. We're there. I guess there is probably some possessed, or whatever, cursed location. I wonder where I found the remaining tablets. I don't even remember. I think they were just like in random locations. When I looted something, it said, hey, there's this weird tablet here.
Now, go! Stick the cur, go on!
Okay. Always the slightly larger enemies. One more, and he has the key we need. Okay. Abandoned camp, right. Doesn't look that abandoned to me. Ooh, and there seems to be something up there as well. Maybe some titanium or something would be nice. That's what we needed the key for. Powerful dash rune. So Dash the baby from The Incredibles? Oh no, the young boy. The baby was Jack Jack. You know, one of the nice things about Odyssey was that in a spot like this, they would always put a leap of faith point below you. But I doubt this is one. Yep. So you kind of didn't have to climb down there. Climb down. Alright, I guess we picked up some riches on the way. Now, I'm thinking of the Cave of Ridges in Dune. Alright, rations are full again, that's good. Really having problems with my English recently. Keep saying things like rations. Rations. There are plants and birds and rocks and things. Oh, is this? What is this? Or are maybe the caves? No, those are something or other of London, of Britain or England or something, wasn't it? Treasure of Britain. Let's see, does the map have anything? For a tablet, flying paper. It's not fly paper, it's flying paper. Cursed treasure hoard. I wonder if Treasure of England were the ones that contain the tablets. Treasure of Britain, sorry. I guess we can go in here and find out. Whoops. Stubbed our toe there. Alright. I don't know, since that fly agaric, my frame rate seems to be a little bit unhappy. I think it's recovered. This feels a bit like every time I see a spot like that, a cave with a pier and maybe a boat in it or something, but mainly a pier. It reminds me of one spot in Elder Scrolls Online There is like a mine there, an underground mine that is like an entire city. And I don't know. That has kind of burned itself into my brain, I guess. Huh. That was a nice effect to have some of the ceiling collapse here. Of course we'll be mining where the ceiling collapsed. That's the only safe way to do it, right? Oh. Yeah, that's a spot that, you know, those stairs, making those smooth to climb over. Despite maybe the one step being, you know, like 1 pixel too tall or something. That's usually something that a human does. You know, just adding a little bit of... Oh, it works. Interesting. Huh. Okay. I don't know what that was then. But you know, usually what you do is like you smooth it out. So you go and say, like if that rock prevents people from, you know, smoothly going up here or whatever, then in the collision map you shave off a little bit of the top of that, of the collision shape for that rock. So that people can, you know, that it will be recognized as, yes, you can progress over that. Or you mark it up in a special way, so it's still... Because, like, of course, the collision map also decides, like, at what level your character's feet will end up. So as you see, like, here, for these stairs, the collision map is actually a straight ramp. And that's why my foot ends up here in the stair. It's just how you do it in games, because like walking up a ramp is a smooth progression, so it's obvious that you will be able to progress, whereas with stairs you would have to calculate for each step. Can I continue here? Can I continue here? And if one is slightly higher, then you have a problem. Alright. There seems to be something to climb up over there. And there seem to be rings here. Yes, so we can actually climb up here. I thought I heard some sound of loot, and almost thought, okay, this might be... But we can't continue from here, it seems. Oh, we can go the other way around. Now I'm getting it. And that's kind of a nice way, you know, to make sure that people can get enough resources easily, is by taking such a path and kind of putting a lot of, in this case, iron on it, so people have... No. People have extra materials. You know, without having to run through the scenery, but also without it being too easy. So since you have to do this puzzle anyway, part of the reward of the puzzle is these extra resources, if you want them. But you can also just decide, you know, that you're I mean, I'm basically fully upgraded. I'm not sure I even need iron anymore. But this would allow me to, for example, take some other piece of gear and load it up. And I'm a little sad that it interrupted this. She said something like another passage or something. Guess that was just the pointer for this door. I hope she didn't say more. The coat of Padarn Baserud. Only a stout and fearless heart finds the scarlet robe. Darkness is your cloak, and light will be your shroud. I guess we're trying to find something. Okay. So we probably need to find an access from another side. Oh, there's an explodey thing. I guess there might be something in there. And here, oh yeah, here's the tablet. Okay. So that definitely means we get these tablets from these caves, and we'll be doing them all. That's fine. Last time I kind of wanted to get closer to story. Oh god. So many explodey things. Let me out. Yes, I knew this would happen. Jesus. They really... Oh, I wonder if I could have done it from out here. Can we move this now? No. Okay. Oh, but it exploded the wall here, I think. Oh, right. That's what we want to open, right? This one. Yeah. That's why I shot these. Never mind then. Not really a special opening, but this one. Okay.
Calls to me.
Oh, and now we actually get a special voice line, not just this is a weird ancient tablet, but the sword, it calls to me. Cool. I like details like that, you know, that you go, okay, as long as you haven't discovered what something is for, you have to have some reason, you know, like say, oh, this is old, maybe it's useful, or something like that. And then to go and say, hey, but this other thing you know, and then once you know what it is, it lets you go, okay. Okay, so why exactly is this door here? I mean, yes, we can walk out here on the other side. So it's just to mislead us? Or is it just because there's a lot more? No, there's nothing more here. Huh. isn't there another exit? Or do we have to go all the way back now? Those are all just niches. And I like that they have these reflections. You really get those from light falling into water in caves or in things like that. So you've probably seen it, like if you've been at a public pool or something like that. And I guess we have a way back here where we can just go for a swim. But anyway, I like if they, when they, you know, like, account for, yes, the character knows you know, the character knows oops. I think we've damaged the ship a little. I guess we'll swim out then. Anyway, so yeah. I find it weird that they call these like Lost Treasures of Britain or something and not, you know, something more like Tablet or whatever. I mean, we did have ancient tablets in Odyssey. And you know, it's not a spoiler, you still don't know what to do with them. I guess it might be the title of the mission for Myrddin's Cave or something. So that the ancient treasure turns out to be, ooh, Excalibur. I'm kind of tempted to try if I can get Excalibur before continuing with the story. So we could go to this cavern. Where else? Let's turn everything off except for... Can we turn off more here? No. So I guess... Where do we have other treasures of Britain? We still have the anomaly in Nottinghamshire. Oh, Wiccan's Cave. Here. That is one we hadn't done yet. Is there anywhere else? And the mine. Okay. So yeah, we have all we can do all. Then I guess that's what we'll do, because that looks cool. Okay, first fast travel point. It will probably just be climbing up 100 meters to this stick. Yes. So I wonder if we'll need Excalibur to... You know, if it's just... If the total thing is optional, You know, if it's just a lot of exploration to do to get a cool weapon. And, you know, a bit of story about, yeah, of course, Excalibur was an Isu artifact. Or if, you know, if this is part of the main quest and at some point it will tell us, well, we need Excalibur to open that door we found in Vinland, for instance. Today is crash day. Seriously. Alright. Let's restart Valhalla then. Again. I'm really wondering because it seems like every time I hear from some people, oh, I'm having a lot of crashes. Like the day after or something, I get these as well. So whether it's something, you know, like clock related, and by clock I don't necessarily mean wall clock. Because I don't think they're in the same spot as I am in the game right now. So there's that. I will edit. Let's play a little bit with the camera so that if I keep sitting in the corner, at least I won't be. Anyway, let's see how far we are. I hope it at least saved the pickup in the cave. Oh, my work computer just went ding. Okay. It's fine. Sometimes computers just wake up and they stare at you and say, "Hey, I'm your computer. I have eyes and ears into your entire life. And I want you to, I don't know, do what I say. Because I'm sorry, Dave, I cannot do that." Or maybe they just want to crash so they can have some time off. I'm not really sure. But hey, who knows? Okay, so it refilled all the explodey things. But we've already picked up the thing. That's good, I guess. Okay, now we have them all. Alright. Could make all of this explode again. Oh, but yeah. Every step here makes us full of... Let's just see, do we have the tablet? Just to be 100% sure. Yes. Mysterious Coat Tablet. An ancient artifact made from a mysterious material. It represents the coat of Padarn Baserud. It may be of some use one day. I should have read more of these tablet descriptions, I take it. They're probably interesting. I have 10, I need 19. Sutunger's Claw. When did I get that one? I guess that was in one of the boxes. Okay. I guess we've got everything, and now we have another chance at not ruining the boat, I guess. Oh, wrong way. Alright, that looks promising. Oop. You know, driving this boat in reverse, it's not quite as easy as it looks. Oh. No. Ooh. Whew, we made it back with the boat intact this time. Ah, this is music. Okay. For a moment I was going like, did one of the neighbors get a new doorbell? Yes, I can actually hear when the neighbor's doorbell rings. Which is very unfortunate because when they built this house, they put the same doorbells in every building and every apartment. So that means if I'm in the other room and someone rings at my neighbor's door, sometimes I open up because I'm not sure, you know, the only difference is basically in volume. Alright, since we're outside now, let's do a quick save. And then let's try to climb up there again. But yeah, the cave spelunking, some of it was really, you know, kind of tedious. Like that one cave we went through was just endless. If you remember, so I skipped one here last stream. So we'll go back to that now. Because for one thing, I now have a reason to do these. You know, it's actually connected to something that we probably want to get to in the story. And the other reason is because, you know, they're kind of interesting. They're a chill way of spending my morning. Alright, come on, climb. You can do this, Eivor. You've been doing this for months now. Okay, another quick save. And now let's try if we can synchronize again. Without crashing, maybe? Please, game? But it's kind of weird how they've... It's a bit of a pity, like the whole, or at least in Odyssey, it was very prominent that you, when you were sitting up there, your eagle was flying around you, and kind of your eagle was your only way. Like, you didn't really have Odin's sight. You had an unlockable skill after a while that you could use to kind of highlight loot around you and things like that, which was kind of like the Odin's sight. But this whole assassin vision thing was basically not a thing. And what you instead did was you flew your eagle up, and Icaros spotted enemies, and you could mark enemies, and they stayed marked then. But like Icaros was so much more part of the story, as I've mentioned before. Like, and Sunin is basically, you know, not even, like, barely mentioned. Like, in one spot, I've said this before as well, Eivor, you know, strikes up a conversation with someone by saying, hey, I have a pet too, it's a raven. What's this? Weird. Huh? Oh, that's just water from here. Okay. Never mind then. Alright, so where did we want to go next? I think we wanted to grab more tablets, but we also wanted to find out about this party that is supposed to be somewhere near here. So that is where Henge Farm is. Oh, here probably is a party. Duh! Because there is a sign for drinking here. Jesus, just because I'm someone to, you know, not really do well at the drinking game. I kind of seem to be ignoring it. Okay, so let's have a quick ride across the country. Let's hope there won't be that many people who want to avenge someone. I'm also kind of wondering... You know, if being attacked on the road is just a random encounter. You know, for some flavor and to make it less, you know, samey to ride from A to B. Or if it's somehow related to what happened there? Something just turned us sideways. Anyway, or if this might be some sort of balancing mechanism. You know, where if you kill innocents, for example, during... Okay, to our right somewhere. Oh yeah, it's still highlighted. Okay, I thought, because there's another gold right ahead of us, I thought we had lost that. Okay, yeah, that looks like a party. If there's bunting. Anyway, yeah, so maybe that if you kill innocents, then for each of the ones that you kill in your battles, they will actually go and, you know, send one of those people after you. Although, if you know, like, I'm more of a, you know, like, I want to be nice and I want to do a story and things like that. And whereas there are other players who kind of like the, you know, just, you know, kill anyone in sight and, you know, just because, you know, it's just they're pixels, not people in the end, and so it's kind of like one way to burn off you know, I don't know, frustration or something for those people. Or, you know, just have a little fun trying to play with the game's physics systems and things. Or, you know, making an achievement saying how many can I get or something. And for those that actually, if there is a punishment for doing that, like sending mercenaries after you in Odyssey, that's actually kind of a reward for them.
All right, just a little break.
Because, you know, they get more experience from these battles, and they get, in Odyssey, you got gear pieces when you killed one of the mercenaries. And, you know, I think there was an achievement for, like, becoming the top mercenary and things like that. So, I always wonder, like, do the game developers who build systems like that just go, well, we want it to be realistic. They would send people after you. And if you deal with them as well, fine, you know? And that they want to reward you for that, or that they want you to go, well, do this, like, attack these few people and then attack a few of these people, but not the innocents and things like that, you know? Oh. That's something where we need to explode something, I guess? But do we find anything here? Or maybe that is the hint under there. That's of course possible as well. But let's first... Oh wait, or do we have to win the drinking to get... Oh, here's the hint. Okay. Note found in merchant's lead. Search the pig farm at Reddingham Abbey in Hamptonshire. Oh. Note found in merchant's ledger of debts. I haven't the silver, but you'll have better. My brother owns a pig farm at Reddingham Abbey where I run my doings. He got it thanks to me. I made the owner disappear. It is what I do. And then I take the leavings and split them among my brothers and cousins. I do it slippery-like. That's why they call me the Oil. I can do the same for you, friend, and then we'll be quit. Oh, we'll be quit is an actual phrase? That we have that phrase in German. But, like, I heard quit as in, you know, end a program or something like that, or the more obvious one. I'm blanking on the word now. You know, like quitting a job. So, like, handing in your notice at a job. Alright, so I guess we found you. And now I guess we'll break up that other part of the party. by shooting an explodey arrow. I wonder if just shooting an arrow... No, okay. Alright, that worked at least. It's kind of interesting that some of the people come back immediately. You know, they all kind of come back after the explosion. Alright, so Reddingham Abbey. I think we've looted that already. Pity about that one. And the distance is about the same, so we'll be riding anyway. There's no fast travel point there. So the question is... Whoops. Where do we find the pig farm? Is it on the way there? I guess we'll see. Horsey, come on, yes. Oh god, look at the time, it's already 9:30. Well, so I guess this will have been a very leisurely stream. And I guess we might... Like, we have 2 more days. If we have to do the 4... Well, 3 now, caves. And find a few more order members, maybe. There might be a bunch of things to do. I think this will be slightly... Okay, what did the clue exactly say again? Pig farm at Reddingham Abbey. Okay, so I think it's there. In the city proper. Where are the pigs? Piggy, piggy. Whoop. Oh, seriously? What? Horsey, no. I guess someone recognized me. Apparently there's an achievement for airtime. When you get thrown by these enemies. Oh. I just used the arrow deflection by accident. That was cool. Can I do that again? guess not.
I'll keep the rat busy.
I didn't really want to pick a fight with you. Where the heck did you put your pig farm?
Thorland.
Whoops. What? Did you see that? It just fell into the ground. Okay, I guess it wasn't permanent, so I was lucky. Ah, that seems to be a pig farm. Thank you, sir. All right. Oh, your friend apparently came out. Come on. He's smart. He's going back in. Okay. Nothing inside the house. That was the same house, yeah. Just a door I hadn't noticed. Keep pushing the button short instead of long, and then I get an eagle, or a raven in this case. Anything down here? Yes, ah, okay. Thank goodness. Oops. That's not the guy we made the leader. Order. Johannes Lucas. He can be found in the hamlet of Fernham in Hamptonshire. Alright. So we can mark you. For the oil, keep your pious guys. The peasants of Fernham are primed to believe that their donations will ensure their place in the hereafter. Go preach to them. Be meek, retiring, sleep in the stable if you must, but collect that money, and eyes sharp for other potential victims. But no more feathering the nests of your relations. The quill. Okay. So this is interesting that we didn't find that the first time we went down here. Because obviously we were here before. And raided and looted everything. Alright. We're done here. Let's see. Farnham. I saw that on the map earlier. It's not that far away. Ah, here. Okay. And that's near the cavern where we can continue next time at the latest. I'm not sure if I want to risk. I don't know. I mean, we have half an hour. Well, 20 minutes. Quit seems to also mean free. In German, it means two people delivered on both parts of their deal, so they are now even. Yeah. Well, like, I didn't know that it had that it could be used in that meaning in English as well. I wonder if that is a common thing and I just haven't heard it, or if it's, you know, an archaic use that has stayed. It's a slightly, like, it's only used in that one phrase in German. Like, just, if you want to say two people are even now, then they say we're quit, you know, like, I release you from a promise, kind of that way, like, to speak in the words of this game. So it's, so I wonder if it's just, you know, like, old language where everyone here would go like, yeah, you know, where, like, native English speakers would go, ah, yeah, I know what they mean. It's this old phrase. Or if it's something that an English person would occasionally use, you know, when speaking in a more lyrical way even today. But, you know, often in languages that are related, you know, like, for example, I don't know, Dutch and German or something, there are certain words that are the main word in one language and an archaic word that people in general understand the meaning of in the other language, and the reverse, you know, so that, for example, I heard someone speak, well, that's actually still German, but just an older form, who was speaking, you know, like Pennsylvania Dutch, which oddly is German, by the way, even though it's called Dutch. It's basically I guess it's a misspelling of Deutsch, which is the German word for German, and which became, I guess, the word Dutch in Dutch, you know, so it makes sense. But, like, since they're different countries now, you usually wouldn't make the difference. But so today it's confusing that Pennsylvania Dutch is actually German. Anyway, I heard someone use the word Mädchen or something like that, you know, like, which sounds like Mädchen, so like girl in German. But they were referring to a woman, which we would say Frau in German. And so that's kind of you know, one example where, like, the word for, you know, like girl or woman, for example, I mean, it's not that unusual, you know, like, I don't know, 50 years ago or something, people would have just called an unmarried woman a girl or something like that, you know. Alright. Let's see if we can get you first. Okay. I think we've got most of you. Now please give me back my arrow. And hello, I wanted to loot you. Why didn't that happen? Alright, and now let's confirm this. Get a cutscene.
I cared about my family. Just my family. I love them more than anything.
And the families who fell by the Order's command, were they not worthy of love?
You are a Dane. How can you speak of the value of a life? All are ranked as less than the axe to you.
Not true. I see honor in many people, many places.
You have proved here that your compassion has a hard and brutal limit.
I like that a lot of the things that these Order members say to you are actually, you know, they're actually right. You know, they're not really doing much different than we are doing when we're, you know, like deposing kings, inserting our own ones. That's things they do. We kill people who oppose us. Yes, sure. You know, so it's really interesting in this game that they... I mean, the problem, of course, with holding the mirror in front of you and telling you, look how bad you are, is I have no choice. This is the game mechanic. I cannot play the game. I cannot finish the game unless I do these things. So at some point, it's a bit disingenuous. You know, it's much better to blame the player for decisions they actually made than for ones that the game made for them. I mean, you know, the most they can say is, well, you bought an Assassin's Creed game. It's your fault that you're doing all these horrible things because you shouldn't have bought the game. Oh, and I guess we can go back to the order screen and trace the gallows. And the Sikhs and the quill are part of the story, I guess, so we'll find more. The fun thing is, it says, you know, oh, they thought the Sikhs was still alive. Was dead, it was the bishop. My guess is he's probably the reeve we freed. Oh, he's wearing a helmet or something, so he's definitely not the bishop. Oh no, it says was the Bishop of Wincestre. He is believed to be dead. But you know, like, just from that outline, I think it has to be like either Alfred or what's his name? The Harold? Yeah, you should have bought Deus Ex instead. Exactly, yeah. I should have stuck with Elder Scrolls. Actually, Elder Scrolls is and Skyrim and all those Bethesda games in that universe. They're really interesting in the one way that they're basically, in some way, they're like an open world Assassin's Creed, where you have a lot of freedom just killing random NPCs. Elder Scrolls is a little more limited there. But from what I've heard in Skyrim, you can just kill complete plot lines by killing a character. Which is actually something I've been thinking about in the Outer Worlds as well, which is similar in that regard. Okay, so I guess we'll go into that cave and see. Our bannermen have fallen. We need more banners. The Danes take them and use them as sails for their fast ships. Without banners that smell of the cave's blessed red lichen, warriors are not as battle-ready. It is the blood of Christ that curdles below the earth. And when it is on our banners, we take the heathens to war with the power of God. A brother working under the tutelage of Saint Hadda's cult. Interesting. So they basically put mold on... Like, I wonder if it's just, you know, that this mold has this color, and so they extract the color. Like you do with any kind of dye, there is some original material that you get the color from. Or, you know, if they actually put the lichen on there somehow and poison themselves. It also looks like dead Jotun, come to think of it. It's kind of the same stuff. Huh. That's interesting. Okay, so the letters are here because they use that to scratch the stuff off the walls, I guess, to paint their sails red. I see a white sail and I want to paint it red. No colors anymore, I want them to turn red. Luckily red and black rhymes, so I don't even have to change the lyrics much. Well, no colors anymore is actually kind of misleading in that regard. Can we make this jump? I'll see, I guess. Oh. Wait. Oh. We're probably supposed to go across. Yes, okay. Go up. Can you? Can you? Ah, okay, this is how it goes. Okay. And now we're across those spikes. Ooh. I like that they have a common design language. And that basically when you see spikes like these, whether they're wooden poles or something else, or you know, like stalagmites, it still all ends up being the same thing. That's very well done game design. You know, that you have two different items that just by their general shape are kind of obvious. Oh. Okay, so we get to quickly go past here before it poisons again. Yeah, and there it's back. So this will be the general procedure here, I guess. It's nice that they gave you the first one kind of for free. I mean, they do have a lot
Let's see
of...
what lies in store.
How do I get up there? That's actually a good question. Oh.
Smells like a trap.
Yes, yes. Actually just climb up here. Ah, we go.
Step closer to the sword.
Is there an exit somewhere? Oh.
Need to be careful here.
And I guess here we just try to find our way back out again. Oh, that was... Ah, that was where we went, and that was where we come out, and I didn't even notice that. That's also good game design, that kind of like in many cases the inaccessible exits aren't really, you know, visible to you when you come, because there's this red color and things like that, and the fog, so I don't know, but I didn't even see it. Oh, good. You know, that means it's not that you want to hide an easier exit, but you want to keep the player from, you know, trying to find a way to get around that, wait. Are we... Am I heading for the exit, or am I actually heading back in? No, I'm heading back in. Ah, so that was the exit. Somehow I got turned around and thought that was the way. Oh. That was the way I had come from back inside. All right. We done it, kids. With a few minutes to spare. And we got the stuff from Fernham. So that means we could continue with the main quest, or we could go to here. And I think that's where I'll fast travel, so I'll hopefully remember next time that we want to go there. Steinbjorn, one of the most powerful creatures to ever walk the earth. Steinbjorn cannot be defeated by any but the most powerful warriors. Well, or someone who's slightly over-leveled and playing on easy like me. Anyway, so I hope you've enjoyed it so far. We're going to be wrapping up pretty soon now. I'm just gonna try to find the entrance to the cave. And alright, I can push this button. just have to keep an eye on... Yes, exactly. Not running into anything. And I can actually auto-run without doing anything. Alright. Yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here today. And we'll be back tomorrow on Thursday, Torsday, as the Irish say, Torsday. Oh, that is actually the entrance. Okay. All right. So again at 7 a.m. Central European Time, 10 p.m. PST. I hope you'll be back. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you have a great rest of the Wednesday. And if you don't come back, or I don't see you again, or whatever, Thursday and Friday, we shall see if we can wrap this game up this week. If not, there will be more streams next week, of course. If we wrap this game up, I think after we've finished Valhalla, I will probably switch back to the weekend stream schedule. So that is 5 p.m. Central European Time. I'll have to see. It depends on like when we end the game. And I think the game just might have crashed again. At least everything is frozen here. Well, anyway, luckily the stream is done by a different computer. So, thank you for being here. See you again next week. Bye-bye. Not next week, tomorrow. Sorry.